Hello. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Happy Friday to all of you. I hope that this Friday is great. It's going to be great, and the weekend too. I hope that you have an amazing week. Okay. My name is Diana. I'm going to be with you today giving this webinar. Okay. Let's see if everybody has entered now. Okay. So before we start, please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see my screen good, if you can see my cursor moving around, okay? Let me know, please, so that way we can start with today's webinar, and the subject is going to be about the overview, okay, of one property or each property that you want to see. Okay, so let's start. The first thing, you need to log in into your account. Remember, if you are not logged in yet, just go here, upper right, click on login. If you are already logged in, then click on account and then click on control panel, and the system should take you here. Okay, I have it open in a new tab in my browser, the control panel, so that way we can start. Thank you, Michael or Leon. Okay, excellent. So we are going to study today, or I'm going to show you today like all the options and the different things that you can research about a property from the full overview, okay? And that will be directly on the RIAFAX product, okay? Right here is where you can analyze every single detail of information that the system has there for any property that you might want to do a search or research, okay? So let's go here directly to my main product, in this case, Professional Dialer, okay? That overview, you have access with all the products that we offer. Platinum, Professional, and the Professional Dialer offer you an overview for each property. So let me do a search first. So I'm going to select some random parameters so we can have some results and I can show you the full overview, okay? So in this case, I'm going to stay in my Miami-Dade County. I'm going to select single family properties, okay? I am interested in properties that are listed for sale, but if you are interested in any other, then select any other, okay? So properties that are listed for sale with an agent and properties that are also foreclosures. So I select right here pre-foreclosed properties. Not foreclosed because these are like REOs properties or properties that were already auctioned, okay? So I want the open, not the open cases, the registered cases, okay? And because we have all the registered cases, remember that you can select since when those properties are in pre-foreclosure, since when they were notified with a lease pendants. So below this dotted line right here, I'm going to open the foreclosure filters and I'm going to select the file date, okay? So I'm interested in look for all the pre-foreclosed since 2020, okay, since a year ago until now. So file date, I'm going to select equal or greater. That is like I'm saying since, and I click here and select January 2020 and the first day of January 2020. So since this date until now, all the pre-foreclosures, okay, the file date is when the lease pendants became public, okay, become public. Good. So if you want to select properties that are going to be auctioned, you can do that. I'm not going to select that. Let's see. Oh, I want to see the original information, the original mortgage information. So I'm going to make sure that my records, my results, show properties that have a mortgage amount registered. So I'm going to select 10,000. Okay. If you want to select properties that are auctioned, you can select the original information. Sorry about that. I guess that you can hear me now. Allow me please 5 seconds. I'm going to change really quick to a different Wi-Fi. This one is crashing. It doesn't want to work today that is Friday. Allow me please 5 seconds. Changing here my connection. Okay, I'm back. Can someone please tell me if you can hear me again? My Wi-Fi was crashing there, so I changed to a better one. Let me know, please, so I can repeat and we can continue. Thank you very much. Okay, sorry about that. Again, it's Friday. Wi-Fi doesn't want to cooperate today. Thank you. Okay, so let me repeat. I was telling you that you can select pre-foreclosed properties right here. You can select, thank you very much. You can select pre-foreclosed here. So if you want to select since when those properties were registered as pre-foreclosed, when they were notified with the lease pendants, you can go here below the dotted line, select foreclose, okay, the foreclosure filters, and use the file date filter. So I'm interested in all the pre-foreclosures from a year ago. So I select equal or greater on the filter. That is like I'm saying since, okay? And then I open the calendar and I go to January 2020 and I select the first day of January 2020. And that way I'm saying since that day until now, because it's when I'm doing the search, I'm looking for at least a little bit more than a year, all the pre-foreclosures, okay? Cases that were registered. Remember that we don't have only the open cases, okay? The cases that are open. This is for you to review if the properties still have debts, okay? If the case is open already, still, or if they may already pay everything, but according to the records on the clear house, those properties are still in pre-foreclosures for us, okay? So that's why we have them. And then I was telling you that you can, in my case, I'm interested in seeing in the overview what is the mortgage, okay? If a property have 1, 2, 3 mortgages. The easiest way for me to find that is by clicking right here on the mortgage filters and selecting an amount, okay? The mortgage that I'm referring to is not the debt, okay? Is the original loan. The debt might be the same as the mortgage, or it might be more, or it might be less, okay? But I want to see what was the original loan registered, the mortgage. So equal or greater $10,000 for the mortgage amount. So that way I can see if a property has that information, how much it was that original mortgage, okay? These are the filters that I'm selecting for my search. You can do any other type of search and you will see the results, and on the results, when we click on any property, there you will have the overview, okay? So let's do the search right here, upper right, and then the system will show you all the results. In this case, I'm getting 50 properties, okay? That meet all the records that I have. And you might start seeing new properties that we have added, okay? This was explained, I guess, in the last webinar. We have new status here for properties, and we have added new data a few weeks ago. These new colors that you see here, you can also see them on the overview of any property by clicking on the legend icon. Let me just walk you through really quick. We have always have green properties, orange properties, blue, brown, and yellow. But now you have properties that are purple, blue, and magenta, okay? So all of these from green to the magentas are properties that are listed for sale. And the blue onto the yellows are properties that are not listed, that are not on the market, okay? The difference is that the orange ones are listed by owner, okay? The green, purple, blue, and magenta, they are listed with an agent. Then you will start seeing the different status. Green means that the property is active for sale or for rent. Purple means that the property is contingent, okay? Then blue, dark blue, is a new construction. And magenta, meaning that the property is pending, okay? So let's close this. And let's go directly to the overview of one property. So for that, you just need to click on any of them, okay? Whatever is the property that you need to analyze, just click on it. I'm going to click on that property, property number 8. And right here, the system will show me all the information that is available about this property, okay? So at the beginning, I have the address because the property I selected, remember on the search, properties that are for sale. So this one is active, for sale. In this case, it's green, meaning that it's not a contingent or it's not a pending, it's not a new construction, okay? It's only an active property that have 4 days on the market. And right here, you can see the days on the market as well. I selected single family, so this property is registered as a single family property. I also selected pre-foreclosed, so I can see the status here, and I also will see the information right here below if it's a case open, okay, for the foreclosure. I can see the general features about the property. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. This is the size of the property that is according to the gross area right here. Billing, year bill. This property has pool because I can see the information here. If any property will have also waterfront, you will see the word right here that it says waterfront. In this case, this property, it does, okay? The market value that you will see right here at the top, or the REIFax value, is the market value that the system calculates based on the comparables that the system offers, okay? I will show you that in a second. And then the median value is this value right here, the market value, divided by the square footage, okay? That is the definition of the median value, okay? The market value per every square footage of the property. Then below, we go here to all these tabs. First of all, we have the details tab. Right here, you will find all the information that has been registered on the county, okay? You can compare that information with the appraisers of any county, in this case, the Miami-Dade County. So on public records, you will start seeing, the sizes of the property right here. The lot size, the gross area, and the living area. The year bill, the type of property, when the property was last sold, and for how much. You will have that information there. And you can also start to compare this amount, okay, the market value with the last value of the property when it was last sold, and also the land value that had been registered on the county, the assessors value, bill value, taxes value, and the square footage, okay, the value for every square footage registered on the county, okay? Remember that the county, they are prices. We only calculate the market value of the property based on other properties that were sold in a period of time, not on the conditions of the property, okay? And then right here, you will find the REIFax number for this property. That is the folio number, the parcel ID of that property, the status, bedrooms, bathrooms, pool, number of units, or even you will find here if it's registered, the number of histories of the properties, okay? The subdivision name, the zoning code, and the county. Then below, you will find the legal description. Whatever is the legal description registered on the county. Sale history of the property, you will find it here. All the times that the property has been registered with a sale, and even the quick claim deeds, okay, that the property has with $0 or maybe $100, okay, that is how sometimes they get registered. You can see that here. And then at the end, you will find the full owner information, okay? Please remember that you can see this completely full information because my account is professional dialer. If you only have professional or platinum, the basic product platinum, or the medium one, the professional, you will only see the tab to your left with the owner information. You are not going to see the tab for this side, okay? And right here, you will only see the name of the owner, the address, and if the owner have registered a phone number, okay, on public records, because sometimes they don't even do this, and we don't know how old or if this number is still like connected, okay? It might be disconnected. That is the information that you will see. But if you have professional dialer, you might see the full information right here. And even if any number is in a do not call list for a pre-foreclosure, you will see with a parenthesis, it says do not call, okay? DNC. That is what you will see, okay? Now, this is the full information on the details. Any questions so far? Let me know, please. Let me see the chat. Okay, no questions. So let's continue. Then if the property is active for sale, okay, like this one, you will see another tab that it says either listing details if you are agents or realtors yourself. If you are, please let us know. If you don't see the tab that it says here listing details, because you need to give us your license number. So that way you can see here the full information about the listing. This is the information that the agent have registered. Okay. Now, on the listing, you will see again the information that the agent have registered about this property. It might not be the same as the county for any particular reason why the agent have registered something different, you see? Almost pretty much accurate, except for the gross area, okay? That is a little bit bigger. The year bill, single family, when the property entered the market, in this case it was 4 days ago on January 19, and it is listed for this amount. So this is the amount that they are asking, okay? Right here. You can see it here and here. The original price, okay? Because sometimes a property might have asked more or less, okay? The agents. So you can see here what was the original price, and if the price changed, you will see it right there if they are slow at any moment. It's not a financial status. If it's a financial status, let's say a short sale, you will also see the information right here. The listing number, in case that you want to check that also on the MLS, you will have the listing number there. A status of the property, features, the construction type is right here, air conditioner, okay, or any specific about this, and the information about the garage. If a property, and this is weird because most of the agents, they register remarks, okay, like any information or additional information about the properties, you will see it on the remark side. So this agent, Marisol, she didn't register the remarks. She didn't put her number here, like a direct number to her, but you have here emails for her and for the company that she works for, okay, the realtor office, and also the office number. So you will have here the information on how you can contact her, okay? Now, right here to my left, to my right, you can see also if you have the permissions allowed, the pictures directly of this property, the pictures that the agent have registered. So right here I can see the outside of the property, and let's find if she have registered pictures about the inside as well, okay? And she has. Right here we have a pool, and this looks like a little pool, maybe a hot tub, we don't know. The bathrooms, okay, closet area, bedrooms. So you can analyze everything. If a property has like damage, okay, if the roof is coming down, I don't know, the wall, something, or if it looks good, if it has been recently renovated, you can check out everything, okay? During this time specific, remember that we cannot, maybe you cannot travel to that address. You also have the option to go either to the map view and like try to locate the property, okay? Just zoom out or zoom in as soon as you want to, or go to the street view. If you want to check the neighborhood, the area will locate you here, okay? Is this property right here behind, okay? So you can check around where the property is located, move away if you want to also check the entire neighborhood if you want to, okay? That is a property. Any question, guys, about the listing details and how you can operate right here? Remember, you can open the pictures, street view, map view, and if you want to close this tab, just click on any other part of the system, okay? Let me know if you have any questions, please. Let me see. Remember, you have the chat icon and also the Q&A part of the system. You can write there anything. You can ask me to repeat, to stop, to go faster or slow, and I can see your information. Good. Now let's go to the comparables and analyze all the comparables that the system offers, okay? The first comparables are properties that were sold. They were already sold in the past 12 months. And these properties are similar to the subject property because, first of all, they are close by, at least half of a mile away, okay? Or if the system doesn't find properties that are half of a mile away, that were sold in the past 12 months, it will go immediately to 1 mile away at the least, okay? To give you comparables. And they are also similar based on the, in this case, remember, the gross area, okay? They are similar at least by 10%, plus 10% or minus 10%. So based on those three only criteria, that is how the system finds comparables, okay? Now, these comparables, you can analyze all the information in these columns, like when they were sold, for how much, okay? And based on these sold prices, that is how the system calculates for you that market value, okay? Excellent. You can also see them on the map if you want to. So this is my subject property right here, okay? And these are the comparables, okay? Now let's change again the view. At the top upper right, you can change the view, okay? So let's go back to the grid view. But let's say that you want to find maybe properties that okay, have the same number of bedrooms and bathrooms, and let's say properties that were sold only in the past 6 months, okay? You might try to be that specific also if you want to find properties that are on the same subdivision. If you want to, you can do that. In this case, for what I can see, these are only the comparables that are. But you can always filter right here and play around with the filters. So you can find at the end, let me show you really quick the subdivision. If you want properties that were sold in the past 12 months on the same subdivision, click on yes, okay? I know that they aren't, because I can see the sold dates here. So maybe I can play around also with the closing date. Let's say that I want to see the ones that were sold in the past 6 months or in the past 24 months, okay? Like to see them all. That is something that you can do as well. Properties like mine that have pool or waterfront, okay? On the same bedrooms and bathrooms. Like you can play around with the filters and just try to find either more or less comparables, okay? And also try to apply a bigger distance if you want to. You can go away up to 2 miles away, okay? Now, I'm not going to use them, but I'm going to select from here only these two, okay? They are not as close as this one, but they are close enough, okay? And they have the same distribution as my property. They don't have full, but they have the same distribution. So based only on these two, you can get, or I can get to calculate a new market value for my property based only on my selection, okay? So I click right here at the top upper right, click on calculate value, and now I can see the new values that the system will show me. So in this case, the system is telling me that the property's value for this amount, based on these two comparables, okay, again, is very similar to this one, okay, approximately similar to this one right here that the system offered based on the 4 comparables and not the 2 that I selected. And I can get to evaluate if this is a great deal or not for me. Remember how much they were asking? So they are asking more than what the property is value for me, or based on the comparables that I'm finding here, okay? So maybe it's not a good deal. Maybe I can need to talk with Marisol and maybe make sure why she's asking that amount, okay? Or that she's asking a really high amount, so maybe I just discard the property. That will be your take, okay? That will be your decision to check everything, evaluate everything, and then make a decision if you do want to send an offer, maybe negotiate it first, like call her and check the property, go visit, whatever you want, okay? So again, comparables were properties that were already sold, okay? Then the active comps will show you the comparables for properties that are active for sale at the moment on the same area where this property is located. Again, at least half a mile away. If the property doesn't find many, it goes up to 1 mile away, okay? And again, right here, you can start seeing the different colors, okay, on the comparables for the status of these properties. If you have any questions, open the legend icon and you can see the definition of all the colors for every status, okay? So because these properties are active for sale, now you are going to find not the sold price, but the listing price and the date for when they were listed. And also the days on the market, how many days this property has been on the market, okay? And for example, this one right here has been like sitting on the market for more than a year, okay? This is what they are asking, okay? And now the system is not going to give you, or the value right here is going to change because it's not a market value, it's an active value for your property based on the active comparables, okay? On these listing prices. Again, you can filter and try to find more or less comparables, okay? Properties, for example, I'm going to play it around and I'm going to find properties that have the same distribution, but let's say properties that are at least 1.5 of a mile away, okay? So I can try to find more. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to filter. Let's see how many I can find. Only one, only this one right here. And based on this one, I can create a calculate value and calculate again my listing price. So the market that I calculate, the market value that I calculate was 444,000. And this one is the active value 477,000. Okay. So this is the value that they might be asking, but they are asking again for me way too much. Okay. Excellent. Now, the distress comes. Right here, you cannot do exactly the same that you did in these two because you don't have a calculate value. Remember that if a property is in distress, means that the property have any kind of debts. Either were on a distress situation like a foreclosure, pre-foreclosed, or it was already like auction or is going to be auction, okay? So the values, the system will give you that information right here. The first one on the list, it should be my subject property. And I can see right here right away how much is the known debt based on the mortgage liens. But I can also see right there on the foreclosure when we get here, okay? And the rest are properties that are close by, again, at least half of a mile away. And all of these properties might be also in pre-foreclosure. And I can see that by this magenta ring around the circle, okay? They are in a foreclosure status. And I can also see the known debt for every single one of them, okay? Any of the comparables that you are researching, whenever you want to go directly to that property, let's say that you are interested in this one. This one has an auction amount. It doesn't have an auction date yet, okay? It might go for auction soon, I don't know. But I can click on it, and that way the system will open a new overview of that address, okay? Without closing the one that we were reviewing first, okay? So this is the overview for that comparable. And I can check also all the information of that comparable right here, okay? Everything will be there for you to review two properties at the same time. And also, let's close that one. Let's go back here. You can go to a previous overview for the properties on your results or the next one, okay? Excellent. Now, rental comps and B&B comps. Rental comps will show you properties that are for rent, okay, nearby this address. Again, up to half of a mile away. Properties with approximately the same square footage. And the system will let you know how much they are charging, okay, monthly for their rentals, okay? And based on these rental listing prices, you will see now a rental value for your property. So let's say that you do want to make an offer on this and then put it for rent to have a monthly income. This is how much approximately, like in average, how much you can ask for this rental, okay? Based on other properties that are similar nearby. And then you will see B&B. So these are long-term rentals, like monthly or annual rentals. And B&B are daily reservations, okay? So nearby this address, there are 3 properties that are being rented as a bed and breakfast, B&B. I can see the type of properties, if it's an entire home, only an apartment, a shared room, okay, a house, condo, all the information will be here. You can see the ID number. This is the ID number that is on Airbnb, okay? The zip code, and you can see how many guests the property can host based on the number of bedrooms and bathrooms, okay? You can see the deposit, you can see the rating on Airbnb, And also you can see the average daily rate, how much they charge daily for the reservations of these properties right here, okay? And the minimal reservation nights, okay? How many is the minimum that they can reserve, like 3 nights, 2 nights, or nights, sorry, or days, or 4, okay? And at the end, you can also see the occupancy rate. So you can also see right away how is the occupancy rate on the area where this property is located, in case that you want to find or put this property as a B&B type of property, okay? Now, let's play around here again with the filters. Sorry. Let's say that I want to find nearby, okay, and I'm going to select a bigger distance. Let's go up to 2 miles away. I want to see them all. I want to see properties that are similar like mine. Let's say that I want to put this property. Sorry, there is an error there that we need to fix. I want to put this property with the same class. You will see right here the filters. But then I can play around with the bedrooms and bathrooms. I want to try to find properties that have this approximately the same bedrooms and bathrooms as mine. So I click on filter, no comparables, okay? Maybe I was too specific with the bedrooms and bathrooms. Let's remove the bathrooms and only the bedrooms. Okay, so now I have 6 comparables. They all have the same bedrooms, not the same bathrooms, okay? But I can see more comparables right here. And let's say that I'm going to select them all, and I'm going to calculate now a new market value here. I can see that at the moment, okay, with the comparables that are on Airbnb, maybe it's not the best idea to put this property as a bed and breakfast, because I can make more if I have it as a rental, like a long-term rental, okay? But if it was the other way around, then maybe it was best for me to put this property as a B&B if the occupancy rate is good, and depending, of course, of how much I ask for the reservations daily. Okay? Any question, guys, about any of the comparables? The sold ones, the active ones, the ones that are on distress, rental, long rentals comes, or short-term rentals like bed and breakfast? Let me know, please. Let me see right here the chat. No questions through the chat. I hope that everybody is good. Let me know, please, or if you want me to repeat something, that too. Okay, no questions so far. Good. Now, in this case, because I did a search for pre-foreclosure, these are only the 2 last tabs that I'm going to see right here. But let's say that you did a search not for pre-foreclosures, but for probate. Then you will see another tab with the probate information. Or if you do a search for properties that are tax delinquent, you will see another tab showing you the tax debts, okay? Now let's go to the mortgage. This property right here, it only has 1 mortgage registered, dated for this date, okay, for this amount, and you can see the borrower information and the lender information, and also the loan information right here, okay? So if a property will have 1 mortgage, 2 mortgages, you will see them all right here. And again, because I selected pre-foreclosures, I can see the foreclosure information. So this foreclosure, I can see the case number, in case that you want to check the records on the clear house. The known debt, okay, in this case is the same debt, okay, for the mortgage. That is the debt that they have, okay? At the moment that the property was registered for, like were notified with a lease pending, that was January 31st last year, okay? So I don't know if they already pay everything, only a part. I don't know if they have more liens, okay? That is something that it hasn't been updated on the court, on the clear, and that's why this is the information that we have, okay? We have everything that the court has, okay? And based on the known debt and also on the market value of the property, the system will calculate for you the debt to equity. So the property is in a pre-foreclosure. I can see the mortgagor. It doesn't have a second owner register. The plaintiff, okay? The entry day for us is the same day because we update the data daily, okay? The same day that the property was notified, you will see it here. And it says right here that the property is not sold because it hasn't been sold since this day until now, okay? Let's go back here to the details. And you can see that the last time that the property was sold was in 2016, okay? If a property were going to be auctioned, you will see another fields right here, one saying for how much is going to be auctioned, that is always like similar to the known debt, okay? And when it's going to be auctioned. And maybe if there is anything available about the links, at the bottom you will see the links, okay? And that's it. Right here, you always say for us debts that are zero because that is an information that we don't have. We don't have the debts at this moment, okay? So that's why it says zero right here. What we know is the known debt at the moment that the property was notified, okay? So that is the full information that the overview will show you right here below. And then you get to play around with the rest of the tools that you have at the top, okay? First of all, on the overview, you have the reports that you can generate, okay? Very simple. If you want to store or save or review, like all this information that I show you on these tabs, or have them in a, let's say in your computer, in a PDF file for this address, or maybe try to share that information by email with anybody, just open the report and use the first one, that is the property analysis report. Okay, the system will show you all the tabs that you can select or deselect. Okay, let's say that you only want to see the details, listing details, and the comparables for the properties that were sold. Okay, or that you want to see them all, you can mark them all. This is another report that I will show you in a second, so we can leave it like this. Okay, and then click on apply, and the system will create right here this property analysis report, and you can get to put here your logo company if you want to, your information. So if you are sending this to a client or a peer, whatever, your information is right there on the report as well. So all the information that I already show you is right here: features, details, sale history, owner information, listing details, the comparables, okay, the ones that I selected only, okay, in this case. And right here, I didn't select any of the distress comps, so I can see them all, the 12 comparables that the system showed me before. Rental comps, B&B comps, okay, in this case, the 6 ones that I did a search for. Mortgage information and foreclosure information. And any of the reports that you can find on the overview, you can save them, let's say a document in your archive, in your documents in your RIAFAX account, or print them if you want to download the PDF file and then attach it in an email to send it to anybody, okay? So you can use these two filters. If you save it, let me show you really quick. You put a name for the report, and I'm going to put here PA report and test, okay, for this webinar. And okay, once it is saved, then I can copy the link for the report and send that to anybody. By clicking on the greenhouse upper left, you go back to the control panel, and right here where it says documents is where you can find all the reports that you have created or any contracts that you have sent to. But on the documents right here is where you can see the reports. You can see right here, I have created one today, okay? For this address with this folio number is a property analysis report. Just copy right here the URL, and if you, let's say you paste that link in an email and anybody open it, okay, so you can see it there on the new, like whenever they open, it will open a new tab showing you the report there as well. Property analysis report with all the information, okay? This is what they are going to see whenever you share the link for that report with anybody, okay? So remember, save it, you will have it here to copy the link. To print it, to print this report, you only are downloading the PDF file in your computer, okay? Now you can play around with the rest of the reports that the system shows. The BPO report is a report only for the comparables, okay? Not showing all the columns, but only the comparables that were sold and the active comps. That is the BPO report. The subdivision report will show you the subdivision where this property is located with the full records, okay? So this subdivision is Rainbow's End, and I can, sorry, click again right here. And all the single families properties on that subdivision, they are going to be right here. Or subdivisions that are close by too as well, okay? Like all the subdivisions that are up to 2 miles away, actually. So total properties on each subdivision, distressed properties, pre-foreclosed properties, foreclosed, upside down but not in foreclosure, active for sale, properties that are in pre-foreclosed with more than 30% equity, properties that were sold in the past 3 months, how many properties were sold in the past 3 months, the month of inventory that is based on the days on the market for every property, the median sold price in the last 3 months, and then if the price have increased. So let's say that you want to see the subdivisions that have more properties listed for sale. So I go right here. Sorry, let's see, right here. I go right here and I can sort this, let's say descending. So that way I can see, oh, is this subdivision called Sunset, have 36 properties listed for sale, and I can evaluate that subdivision or see them all right here. So organize the columns, like sort them ascending or descending, whatever you want, and analyze the subdivision report for all the subdivisions that are close to this one right here, okay? That is the subdivision report. The X-ray report is another cool one that it will show you like how the market is doing on the area where this property is located, okay? So an area at least half of a mile away from this address and how the market is doing there. So let me show you really quick. As soon as the report opens too, you will see that area compared with the full county, okay? See? Okay. So at the beginning, you will see the subject area will be green and the county area, the full county, will be the blue area, okay? On the any graphics that you can see here too. Total properties, quantities and percentage for every area, okay? Distressed properties, how many properties are in pre-foreclosure, how many are foreclosed, how many are upside down, not in foreclosure, active for sale, how many of them are owner-occupied, and how many of them are absentee owners, like no owner-occupied, okay? The graphics are going to be right there. And then you will see the details for every single one of these items that I show you here, okay? So let me scroll down to the end, and that way you can see this right here, this graphic. This is the average sold price, okay, on that area in the past 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months. So you can see that from 12 months, on the green area right here, that area where that property is located, the prices are going up, okay? And on the county, it has been also progressively going up, okay? So this is how the prices, the sold prices, okay, for that property. So the market is actually going up. People are asking more and more and more for the properties on that area, okay? So, and you can see it right here as well. The average sold price in the past 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months. So a year ago, this, 9 months, this, then this, and right now it's really high, okay? They are asking way more for those solds or sales, okay? On the subject area and on the county. And right here below, you will see the same, but this is the median sold price, okay? Again, it is showing you that it's going up, at least on the subject area. On the county, it's going up, but not that much, okay? For the median sold prices, 12 months ago was this, 3 months now, okay, ago, it is this. Medium sold prices, okay? So again, this report is something that you can also save, print, to share with anybody, or just store the information in your computer. And the last report, well, not the last one, the discount report that you can see is also this one. The distance, okay, for all the properties that are on a discount, and that is the difference between, let me show you really quick, the difference between the sold price and the known debt for properties that are either pre-foreclosed or the pre-foreclosed that were sold, okay, on the area. On this area nearby where the property is half a mile away, remember, only half a mile away, there is only one comparable, and that is the comparable that I'm seeing here, okay? This property right here, it had a known debt for this amount. The sold price was this amount, so the difference is this. And the discount report calculates that percentage, and that is how you can get the information of the discount. And below, you can also see pre-foreclosed. Pre-foreclosed properties that were sold, okay? Average days of short sale, average amount of discount, and average percentage of discount, okay? That is what this report, the discount report, will show you. Any question, guys? Let me see the chat again. No questions? Okay, I think that we are good. And the last report that you will see here is if you are agents, okay? If you are realtors yourself, let us know, and you will see the absorption rate report. It's similar to the X-ray report, but it will show you more information, more detailed information for two areas. The subject area where this property is located versus, again, the county, okay? So let me open it really quick. If it opens quick, come on, internet, you can do it. You know it's Friday. So sorry, guys. Can you hear me still okay? Get so, yes, okay. Excellent, the absorption rate report. Let me see. Okay, thank you, Jose, thank you. Okay, this report will show you again the difference between the subject area where that property is located versus the county area. And right here, you will get to see the information about foreclosures, okay? So total properties, total sold properties, and also the foreclosures that were sold, and also the properties that are not in foreclosure that were sold as well. So foreclosure sold, 0. So in the subject area, okay? In the county, 40. Total sold, less foreclosed sold, and absorption rate. So this right here minus this, and that's why it says 30, okay? So the total sold less than the total foreclosed sold, okay? That is the absorption rate, and those are the percentage. Average sold on the area and on the county, total ones that are active for sale, and the month of inventory that are based on the days on the market for these properties that are active for sale, okay? The graphics are right here, and this is also what the system will show. The total sold for these amounts, okay? Between these two amounts, how many properties were sold for any of them. So let's say that you are only interested in properties that are valued for, or they were sold for this and this. So you can see that on the subject area, only 6 properties were sold between 300K and 350K, okay? And on the county, all of this. That's how you can see it, and you can see the calculation for the absorption rate. Again, the green bar, the green part is the subject area, and the blue is the county area. So you can see from 100 to 1 million, how was the market going, okay, on that area where that property is located. If it's at Nemi Monument was down, okay, you can see how it has been, okay, for all these properties that were sold. And that's pretty much it, guys. The last 3 icons that I wanted to show you today is that you can, you can easily, if you have professional dialer, store or add this property to your follow-up, okay? Just by clicking on add property. Or if you are in the comparables and you want to also add these properties to your follow-up tab, select the comparables and then click on right here, follow-up, and then click on add comps, okay? So you can add either the subject property to your follow-up or any comparables to your follow-up as well, okay? You can also add this property to your location tab on the deal generator. So let's say that you want to create a route or analyze the properties on deal generator. Remember that you have access to deal generator by clicking on this icon, log in with the same credentials that you use for your RIAFAX account. And you can add really quick as well, either the comparables or the subject property to the generator. Just click on add, okay? And if you want to create a mailing campaign, for example, let's say that I want to create a mailing campaign for these 12 comparables or the subject property, I can add these ones to a mailing campaign. Just create a new mailing right here, okay? And then you will have all the information here, and you can send postcards, you can create your own letters and labels, and then send those yourself as well, okay? Or just purchase the postcard delivery service that we provide. You can do that too. And you can send one contract at a time from the overview. And please remember that all the accounts have a maximum contract daily send for 50 contracts that you can send every single day, okay? Only 50. And from the overview, you can generate your contracts, okay? This will be only for the subject property. So click right here, send docs. You need to have your email settings synchronized, and you need to have your own contracts uploaded into your account. You will need to have created a template for them. And once you have done everything, you will see the contracts here. So in my case, I have in this account BRIA contracts for BRIA mentor students and the DRIA contracts for the DRIA mentor students as well. So let me show you, for example, this one right here. This is a FARBAR as if, and I can send a contract, an offer with a contract right now to this owner. Of course, I will need to have their email that I actually have because the property is listed, remember? So I have the agent, is Marisol, and Marisol's email, and I can send Marisol a contract right now with my offer. Let's say that I'm sending this offer really low, of course, for whatever she's asking, but I'm not sending it really, okay? So create the offer, change the initial deposit, additional deposit, deposit dates, inspection date. You can set up a different acceptance date and closing date if you want. I'm not going to send this one, so I'm going only to preview the contract for you, so you can see how Marisol is going to receive my offer. And again, if you need help by creating or uploading your contracts, because we don't provide the documents, let us know. And this is the contract, okay? This is how she will receive my offer with all the information, initials, and everything, okay? But if you at any point need help, okay, you have these videos. These webinars are recorded and they are provided to you right here. Let me go back. Sorry, whenever you are ready to send the contracts, click right here on email, and that way you can send it by email. You can also download it and print it, okay? No, we don't provide contracts, sir. The contracts get to be provided by you, or if you are a mentor student, either from DRIA or BRIA, please contact them. And that way they send us an email and we upload these documents that they provide into your account, okay? Joseph, if you are a mentor student for those two organizations, let us know and let them know. You need to contact them directly, please. And let me show you. The webinars get to be recorded every week and you can find them here, okay? And you can also find short tutorial videos on the help icon. On the help, always remember that you need to open the items by clicking on the plus sign. For example, if you want to see something about the overview, a short tutorial video, open the overview part and you can see directly from here all the videos and just quickly, I don't know, maybe see something that is good that can answer any questions. If you want, you can also open the chat bottom left, say, hello, I need help. I don't know how to do this, or I want to schedule a training. Trainings are completely free for everybody. We just need to schedule them. They don't take longer than an hour or less. If you only have a few questions, we can walk you through around every part of the system that is something that you might want to learn too. And you can also request them through here, okay? Let me know, guys. Any last questions, please? You're welcome, Joseph. Let me see. No last questions. Okay, So I think that we are good. Thank you guys for having me today, this Friday. Please have the greatest weekend. Take care, okay? Try to rest because next week is a new week already and the year is only starting, okay? Thank you. Have a great weekend and bye-bye. You're welcome, Vernon. Bye-bye. Thank you, Eldon. Thank you. Bye-bye.